What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, man, it's a serious video. I want y'all opinion, and I want you to be honest when you answer this question, because what I'm seeing is real serious. People are dying. A lot of people are being paralyzed. This is something that we really need to talk about, man. Should Hellcats, especially red eyes, anything over 500 horsepower, be limited to people 21 and over? Now, we already know that, for one, people are stealing these cars left and right. We already know that. That's been determined. You understand that that's going to be what it is. It's really not going to change that. And these cars are going to always be popular. People are going to always want them. The reason why I'm asking this is because I got two sons. My oldest son will be driving soon. He doesn't have any desire to buy a Hellcat or a SCATPACK or anything like that. But we all know, especially if you watch YouTube, there's a lot of young guys buying these cars. On top of that, there's a lot of young guys dying having these cars. Or they're actually killing other people by speeding on the highway. Okay, yeah, he's punching that gun. 130. Man, it's Bama wild. Ain't no way, man. And they not catching him. They are not catching this man in this red eye. And that thing whining. I do not know. Oh, bro. I do not know. You see, again, guys, this is just dangerous, man. He's swerving in and out of traffic, doing burnouts and losing control of the car. So my question to you guys is, should there be an age limit when it comes to these muscle cars, these real high horsepower cars? Now, I'm not going to get into all the technical stuff. You guys already know how much horsepower a Hellcat has, a jailbreak red eye may have, a SCATPACK has. So I'm not going to get into all that. If you got a Hellcat that makes you popular, you're definitely going to get views on YouTube. So a lot of these guys, and the parents are financing these cars for these young boys. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating. I'm not hating because, you know, a lot of people say, oh, because you can't buy one, that's why you making this video. No. I'm asking you guys, I'm going the wrong way. Should there be some sort of age restriction or some kind of test that you need to take in order to, you know, have one of these cars, man? Because, and of course, there are people getting in accidents, driving cars with much less horsepower than a Hellcat or a SCATPACK. But we're talking specifically Hellcats and SCATPACks. Starting to be an everyday thing when you turn on the news. You're seeing these young boys losing their life driving one of these cars.
Twisted metal in a wake of wreckage. All that's left of a deadly drive after this Dodge Challenger plows into a post underneath a metro rail in northwest Miami-Dade.
I saw the man on the floor, but it was too late. He was dead there. There was no way to save him. He was face down. I could not see the face.
The concrete crash so crazy, even the engine ejecting on impact.
The car was traveling at a high rate of speed. Later, hits the metro rail pole.
Surveillance video capturing the carnage, the collision, too graphic to bear. The sound of the destruction, deafening.
I heard a large bang. I thought the metro rail train fell.
The driver dead on scene, according to police. Damage and debris sprawled out like a scrapyard. This witness telling 7 News what can be seen on camera. Speed looking like a possible factor.
It looks like he was headed at a high rate of speed, then crashed.
Investigators left to pick up the pieces, examining what else could have caused the intense and deadly impact.
Look at the damage left at the crash scene.
Jason Reddick says last Wednesday he let his 16-year-old son, Jackson, drive his rare 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
All right, first of all, why are you letting a 16-year-old drive a Hellcat to school? That's the #1 problem I got right there. But let's get back into the video, guys.
Reddick says someone hired a locksmith to unlock the vehicle in the school parking lot, then took off in it.
I'm extremely angry.
That kind of car valued up to $65,000.
So now, bruh, this right here just baffles me. So somebody called a locksmith to come make a key for his car. That's crazy, bro.
Reddick wants to know why the locksmith allegedly made a key fob for someone who didn't show proof of ownership.
Come on, man. So you made a key for somebody that didn't even own the car, didn't even ask him to show ID, bro. He had to be working with them. That was a setup right there. That was a complete setup.
Under Texas law, anyone using a locksmith service must show a government-issued ID
Exactly.
along with signed legal documents proving they own the property.
Unbelievable.
Because otherwise, people could just be calling to have, keys made to all kinds of different cars that aren't theirs, and that's problematic.
We reached out to All Auto Tech, the locksmith company in this case, and they gave no explanation.
I bet they don't have anything to say. That's crazy, man. You can't just make a key for somebody's car, especially a Hellcat. The way they stealing them cars. So guys, man, you gotta be careful, especially if you letting your kids drive your car. I mean, there's no way I would let my son, if I had a Hellcat, he will not be driving my car to school. I'm sorry. Now, maybe back in the day, but the way these cars are being stolen, how hot they are, there's no way I had my 16-year-old driving. First of all, driving a car that powerful anyway. But like I said in one of my other videos, sometimes people want to showboat. I get it. I've driven one of my dad's cars to school before, but they weren't stealing them cars like they're stealing them now. So that's just crazy, man.
ISD says they're working with Haltom PD and taking the situation seriously.
I just don't want this to happen to other people.
And he wants the car he worked
Man,
so
drive a
hard to
Mustang?
buy back.
So the moral of the story is, guys, be careful if you own one of these cars. If you're letting your kids drive it, understand that these cars have a lot of horsepower, and you must know your child before you let them drive something this powerful. Will these cars ever be age restricted? Probably not. I mean, at the end of the day, once you have your driver's license, man, you're legally able to drive. But it's just sad that you see these young guys losing their life because they're not able to handle all the horsepower that these cars come with. On top of that, they stealing them left and right. So as a parent, man, we gotta be careful and make sure our child is responsible enough to handle a car like this. Not only the speed, it's a responsibility of owning a Hellcat, a SCATPAck, any kind of car that has a lot of attention, that brings a lot of attention to it. So if you're new to my channel, man, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm not hating on the young guys. I understand you want it, but you gotta be responsible.